everyone, welcome. How's everybody doing today? So happy to have you all. Okay, hi everybody. Something's going on with my internet, it was weird. Okay, good evening, love your lives. Oh, thank you, Alexis, and welcome. I'm very happy to have you. I always see your live. I always see your comments, by the way, so thank you, Alexis. I really appreciate your comments a lot. Didi, I'm coming for this live, excited. Yay, I'm so happy that you're here. So let's get right into it then. I'm going to be doing a Nicki Minaj versus the world. Before I do, I want to look at her chart because I find people's charts so fascinating and they can really tell us a lot about certain situations. So I actually just recorded three videos. No, two videos. I can't remember how many I recorded. No, let's see. One, two. Okay, so I recorded two. One of them is the last celebrity predictions. Then I did a couple of updates, so stay tuned for that. And then premiering tomorrow is another celebrity predictions. So lots and lots of videos. So I wanted to do a Nicki Minaj versus the world because some of you have asked me to do an update about her. I just want to start off by saying that I don't really like to talk politics on my channel because politics, no matter how you look at it, is very divisive in the US. I grew up in South Africa and England, and what I love living in the US. I love, love, love it. But the only thing that I don't like, one of the only things I don't like, is that you cannot have a personal political opinion about somebody barking down your throat about why you think that way. So I refrain from speaking about politics because people get so emotional on both sides. And I am very much, I don't want to declare myself independent, but I don't subscribe to the party tribalism. There's good and bad to both. It just depends on what you want in your life. That's really what I want to talk about. I don't like to label people, call people names. I think this is ridiculous. So I will not be doing that. If you want to judge Nicki Minaj, go ahead and judge her. This is not the channel for that because I think, and I've said this before, I've said this for at least 3 years now. Nicki Minaj does not know how to defeat the people who are up against her. And those people, I believe, in my opinion, what the tarot tells me, is Rock Nation, Jay-Z, Desiree Perez. I've said this for many years. I've seen them up against her behind the scenes. She does not know what to do. I don't think she's perfect. Her political views are her own. I wish celebrities wouldn't get involved in politics. Honestly, it really drives me nuts. On both sides, I don't like it. But that is her prerogative. I'm not going to tell her what to do. It's just my personal opinion. Especially actors. I can't see them the same way in movies. On both sides. I'm like, please, just do your own. In fact, I have had a recent boundary where with friends and in new relationships, I'm not going to talk politics because I just feel like it's very, very, very toxic. I don't know what happens, but yeah, that's just my personal opinion. But anyways, I don't like when celebrities get involved and talk politics. Both sides. I just think it's not a good look. Yeah, they have the prerogative, but I just feel like you don't see them the same after that, I don't know how you guys feel, but that's just how I personally feel. Anyway, so I'm not going to be shaming her for being on TP USA. I'm not going to shame her for liking Donald Trump. I'm not in the shame era. If you want to shame people, go ahead. That's your own personal opinion. I don't agree that people should be shamed. Either way, whoever you vote for should not be shamed. So I just want to say that I'm big on you can choose who you vote for, and I'm not going to judge you for it. I really think that we would make more. we'd be more understanding and loving towards each other if we just listened, and not listened to like make the other person feel bad, or listened to say what we need to say, but listened to hear what the other person has to say about why they voted for who they voted for, or just accept it, you know. But anyways, that's my little spiel. That's my personal spiel. So we're gonna go to her chart. I really strongly believe that Nicki feels like her only way out. I said she was going to try different avenues. I recently did a video about her and Cardi B, and I said she's going to get really. This is what I don't agree about Nicki. She gets very riled up, but she is from Queens, and people from Queens are known to be like that. 50 Cent is from Queens. They're just very like, I don't know how to explain it, but if you're a New Yorker, you know what I'm talking about. So let's look at her chart. Which she was actually born in Trinidad. Yeah, she was born in Trinidad. So she was born in St. James, city of Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago. I forgot that Trinidad used to be a Spanish port. So her full name's Onika Tanya Mirage, better known as Nicki Minaj. She was born on December 8th, 1982 in Trinidad and Tobago. Well, now it's just Trinidad, right? From what I remember. But it used to be called Trinidad and Tobago. The islands. So her sun is in Sagittarius, Moon is in Virgo, and Venus in Sagittarius. Can't find her rising. If anybody knows her rising, please let me know. Mars in Capricorn, I have said this before, it makes her very Mercury in Sagittarius, interesting, and Saturn is in Scorpio. So, very, very interesting about Nicki Minaj. I think what I see about her, her North Node in Cancer, so her South Node is in Capricorn. So and her Moon is in Virgo. Wow. So this is very interesting. I have a friend who has a similar chart, except she's in Sun and Aries. But so the energy that I get from her chart, Jupiter and Scorpio, is very interesting too, is that she becomes kind of fixated. So I wouldn't be surprised if she's put out an PIs to find out who's against her. She's put out, I kind of guessed that she wasn't really into this whole liberal thing when she, her rising is Aquarius. Interesting, thank you. That would actually make a lot of sense. Explain like the costume-esque energy that she does. Thank you so much for that, Alexis. But I kind of guessed when she had that whole rant. She's very interesting. When she had the whole rant, where she said that people are expecting her. This is the energy that I get. And Sagittarius, people say Aquarius are the rebels, which if a rising is an Aquarius is very interesting because your rising sets your houses. So if her rising is an Aquarius, it's very interesting and explains her rebellious energy. But also Sagittarius are rebellious too. So she is very much the type of person, also being a New Yorker, even though she wasn't born in New York, she lived there for a long time, and I relate to this a lot. I'm a son of Aquarius and in New York. I was born in New York. I lived there for a long time. When people tell you what to do, who to follow, the path to take, she's like, no, I make my own path. That's literally what her chart says. I make my own path. Nobody's going to tell me. Nobody. That's what her chart reads out to me. So good luck to her and her. She has a daughter, right, or a son? Because there's going to be a lot of clashing personalities. Yeah. Kenneth Petty is in Aries, right? I don't want to be mean because I don't particularly like Nicki Minaj. I like what she represents in the music industry because I think you need people like that. Same thing with Kanye, same thing with 50 Cent. You need people that the rebellious ones who shake things up. Because as somebody that's been in the music industry, you know how many yes people there are, and it drives me sick because a lot of the bad things that happen are under these yes people. Oh, she has a son. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. So that's why I've always rooted for her. I love a lot of her music. Her music around 2018, I didn't really like. It became very sexual. I don't like sexual hip hop. I like hip hop that's about doing better for yourself, becoming a stronger person. Super Bass, one of my favorite songs of all time. Man, Pink Friday. I love that album. So I like a lot of what she represents, being the rebellious. You know, I can relate to it. I don't go about things the way she does, but you know, we do have to live with our own choices. So I'm not going to judge her for it. But especially with her Mars in Capricorn, Jupiter in Scorpio, when she's had enough of something, she's done. Like she's done. She's the kind of person even with friendship, she'll give you chance after chance, and then one day she'll see something, the person do something, she's like, that's weird. She's like, that's weird. That's suspicious. That's what she thinks in her mind. Like, that's suspicious. And then she goes back. It's like her mind is like a computer where she can like remember things for a very long time. And then she's like, I knew that was weird about that person. So, politics aside, I'm not a fan of her going to TPS at USA, but I'm also not going to judge her harshly for it because it is her own prerogative. You know, it is her own prerogative. So, let's get into the reading I'm going to do. If you guys want to ask me questions too about people that she's been up against, I recently did a Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj video, so check that out too. But I'm going to start off with her general energy right now. You know what's actually funny? I was just remembering, I was watching this video. I love watching Lovely T TV, if you know her. She's a YouTuber. She's really cool. Same thing. I don't agree. I believe in healthy debate. So I don't like to be friends with people that politically think the way I think. I don't like to think of, friends with people that think the way I think, do the same things I do. I think that's boring. What kind of life is that? So I like to follow people that think differently to me. Lovely T, we think differently about a lot of things, but I still like her debate. Same thing with Candace Owens. I think very differently to Candace Owens, very differently. But I like healthy debate. I like to hear different opinions because otherwise life is boring. So that's what I appreciate about. Anyways, Lovely T. she did like this whole commentary about Nicki Minaj being a TPSA, and she said that she clipped a video clip of Omar Johnson. Is that his name? Omar Johnson. Same thing. I don't agree with a lot of what he says, but sometimes I'm like, yo, that guy's actually very right. And he said that he thinks that they want Nicki Minaj to replace Candace Owens because Candace Owens has gone rogue on the right. And I actually thought, I was like, that's so profound. I actually, for once, agree with Umar Johnson. No, that's not true. I do agree with him about certain things. But he's a little too... I don't like people that are racially motivated. It's just not my... I watched, it was pretty good. You watched the Lovely Tea, right? Is that what you're talking about? So let's see. What is her involvement in TPUSA? Okay, I don't like Trump, but I see why she supports him because the industry... Yes, you see? And that's the important... Thank you for that. You don't say... This is what I tried to explain to people. And not that you need to listen to me, but I just think if people understood why the person came from the way they came from, you don't have to like... Nobody's saying like anybody, but just have understanding on both sides. It happens on both sides. So nice. Thank you for that, Alexis. I don't like Erica Cook either. Oh my god. But that's another story for another day. That's another story for another day. That's the snake to me. Okay, so hi Brianne, how are you? So happy to see you. I'm glad you made it. Okay, so with the death card, Temperance and Two of Wands. So this is her. She wants to rebrand herself. Very Sagittarius energy. She feels like she might have been born again. I think some of you might know this, that she might be like born again Christian. I was talking about the Nicki. Oh, you're so sweet, and Cardi. That's okay. Thank you. I appreciate you watching it, saying that. I appreciate it. So she might be born again. I say this all the time, guys. I don't follow celebrity. I only follow reality TV. So if she has done some kind of born again Christian thing, I see it very strongly. So she wants to not only, and this is what's going on. Okay, Umar said she wants to replace Candace Owens. But what is happening in general is that a lot of celebrities are becoming Christian because of money and branding. And I think that's what she's doing. Do you think that her rap career will recover from it? No, but she doesn't want it to. I think she might be done with music. Or she's going to do some kind of Christian music. But her brand that it was before is done. She's going to say she's been baptized, she's born again. It's very much attached to branding. King of Cups, Knight of Swords. Yeah, it's attached to branding, and she's going to be welcomed. Okay, this is why I don't like both sides of, because it's always attached to money. Both sides, left and right. It's attached to money. It's attached to brand deals. I think she thinks that the right is going to provide her with protection that the left couldn't. By left, I mean Jay-Z, all that stuff, you know. So she's like, my last resort is TPUSA and the right. But I do see once her husband and Donald Trump leave the White House, her fan base will expand. Yes, exactly. Her fan base will expand, but there'll be more Christians. She's very smart. She's very, like I said, when I read her chart about paving her own way, paving her own path, that's what she's doing. She's saying, this is all strategic. She's not really, I think she's always been Republican. In fact, as somebody that has been close to a lot of people in Hollywood, most people in Hollywood are Republican. Let me just tell you that. They pretend like they're Democrat, but most of them, I personally knew somebody, I'm not going to say his name, but he was out there campaigning for Biden. Oh, yeah, no. I know he voted for Trump. So I'm just going to tell you guys that a lot of it is fake and a farce. But she knows that. But she's playing chess to protect herself. And to build a bigger audience, like you said. She wants to give this Christian, it's going to be like a Christian rap. She knows what she's doing. I agree with you, the whole Christian thing for celebs, 100%. 100%. But for Nicki, it's more than money. It's protection. I think there was a point in time, same thing with Kanye West. I think that's why Kanye West went to Trump. They were afraid. And they were like, okay, who is the enemy? You know how they say you become close friends with your enemy's enemy? That's what they do. That's what Kanye did. That's what she's doing right now. She's becoming friends with her enemy's enemy. I don't like either side neither. Yeah. So that's what she's doing. Which She knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing. So if you're a Nicki fan, just trust her, okay? Don't get emotional. People get way too emotional with politics. I'm like, guys, why are you gonna not talk to somebody your own blood because of politics? How stupid is that? It's ridiculous. It just drives me insane. Sorry, I dropped my lamp. Because I get so emotional. I get emotional about that. Like, why? Why not? It's crazy. Hold on, guys. I have to pick up my lamp. Sorry, I got really emotional. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just had to fix my lamp. Okay, so let's move on to which card should I use? I'll use these cards, Earth, Woman, Tarot. So I'm going to move on to what's going to happen between her and Jay-Z. I don't know, now that I'm saying that, I feel as though she said assassin because she was trying to give the Barbs a clue. She gives her Barbs clues, you know? And she was trying to say to her Barbs, I know who I'm dealing with. Trust me. You know, just trust me. I know that these people, I know who they are. Trust me. For her, it's business. And especially being from Queens, you know, like people in Queens is not an easy place to live or to grow up in. Well, it wasn't back then. Now it's better. Okay, so this is the energy of Jay-Z. So let me tell you guys a story. When I was doing a lot of my Jay-Z videos, I noticed certain people, lots of blue checks looking at my stories. And then one day I was like, okay, because sometimes late at night I'll look at my Instagram and I'll go through, because I don't really pay attention to who's my, looking at my stories, but I noticed a lot of blue check marks. And I was like, I wonder who's looking at my stories. This was 2 years ago when I was talking about this whole Nicki Minaj thing with Jay-Z. And I looked, and at least 3 of them were signed to Rock Nation. And I was like, So when I saw Page of Wands, I got the same energy of Jay-Z having his minions. Same thing with Diddy. I believe Jay-Z and Diddy are the same person reincarnated. In fact, I think Jay-Z's actually was, but that's another story. It's going to come out very soon. But Page of Pentacles and Magician. Jay-Z is watching her. He's kind of becoming obsessed with her. And he wants to make Ten of Wands her life difficult. I really believe, people will say, oh, why did she join that side? She joined that side because she feels in danger for her life. I see it. I see it very strongly. And for her children too. Her child. And I do see her creating something bigger. No other rapper has done in the future. Wishing her best. Yeah, me too. Possibly. But I just think now she's in survival mode. Celebs, the left door. Gaga, Satanist, Beyonce, Jay-Z with Diddy, Taylor Swift. I mean, the right is not better though. That's why I don't like to be like left, right, because both sides. That's why I don't like to get into politics, because I'm like, just whoever you want to vote for, that's your choice. But both sides. Both sides. But Nicki's looking at it as business. She's like, nobody else can keep me safe. I know they'll keep me safe. And guess what? that's who I'm going to go with. But I agree with you. It does. Taylor Swift. You're funny. Thank you for your comment, Robin. That's funny. I mean, I have Lady Gaga stories. I think I've told you guys my Lady Gaga story. And the Beyonce, Jay-Z, Marina Abramovich. Oh my gosh. That woman. I met her. I cannot believe it. After I saw a documentary about her, I was like, my mouth was literally on the floor. And I was like, I cannot believe I met her. Terrible. And I had like close proximity. I spoke to her. I used to see her almost every day. Terrible. Okay, so let's move on to what else do you guys want to know? I'm curious about what you want to know about Nicki, but just trust her. She is giving clues. I will go back and watch it. I haven't even watched the whole thing because I've just been very busy, and I also don't like outrage. When people get outraged, it's just like they're calling her sellout, they're calling her all these things. I'm like, guys, what about just asking her? You know? What about asking her without judgment? Jay-Z is obsessed with Nicki. He is. He's obsessed. And Sagittarius, you know, because he is a son of Sagittarius too. And so is she. When a sun in Sagittarius sees another one do better than them, they have this thing with each other. They don't like one another. Also, Stephen with 2 kids. Yeah, possibly. I don't want to really... Thank you, Alexis. I don't really want to talk about that because I think that's her prerogative about the children. But, yeah, I wish her also nothing but the best in the future. But yes, Jay-Z is obsessed with Nicki. 100%. 100%. So let's see what's next for her and her future. Just in general terms. And then feel free to ask me questions if you want, guys. She is. She's going to start a political podcast. 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, and the High Priestess. So Irma was right to an extent. She's going to start a political podcast. Well, her, what's that podcast called? Queen Radio? It's going to be about politics now. But I said I see her moving out of LA. A long time ago, I said I see her moving out of LA. I don't know if you guys remember that. Yeah. She's going to leave LA. What does Nicki have on Jay-Z? Interesting. Let's find out. Good question. Thank you, Brian. Brian, I think you've made every live for the past years, right? I'm so impressed with you. I'm so grateful. I'm really, really grateful for you. Talk about loyal. You're such a sweetheart. I'm so grateful for you. Okay, wow. I just saw some things. So guys, this is intuitive based. I have to say that for legal reasons. Like my banner says. Usually accurate does not mean I'll be accurate here. Wink, wink. But what I see, what the tarot is telling me, is that the image that I got was there was a woman. A woman. Oh my gosh. Wow. So you know that conspiracy theory about Kathy White? I just saw her. I know it sounds far-fetched, but Knight of Cups, I didn't even believe it till now. Knight of Cups, 9 of Swords, 7. I was on the fence about it, but she knows somebody that was close to Kathy White. I'm going to show you guys who Kathy White is, and then you can come up with your own conclusions. So, can you guys see that? Okay. So, Kathy White was a late entertainment publicist and industry professional who worked with artists including Jay-Z and Beyonce. Her name has recently resurfaced due to unsubstantiated internet conspiracy theories regarding a potential affair with Jay-Z and the circumstances surrounding her death. Kathy Coriana White, in the music industry known for her skills in public relations, she was born and raised in Illinois, moved to New York to operate her business. She met Jay-Z around 1999 in a music video as set and grew close. So I think she's afraid. She knows somebody who knows Kathy White. And that's made her scared for her life. Because she knows Jay-Z will stop at nothing, just like Diddy. Stop at nothing to get what he wants. And he wants to shut Nicki up, I believe, in my opinion. So thank you so much. I tried to be supportive. You're so supportive. I appreciate it a lot. So yeah, so that's what's going on, Nicki. I used to think Jay-Z wanted to be with Nicki Minaj, until I noticed years down the line he was mad she didn't sign to him, which makes sense. He wanted to profit off her fan base, 100%. Let me tell you guys the story. I used to be a huge Jay-Z and Beyonce fan until I met people that had worked with them personally in the entertainment industry, singers, dancers. The stories I have personally heard from people that have worked with them, close to close, like one-on-one, they made me shudder. I used to be a beehive. Ask anybody that knew me 10 years ago, Lemonade. I used to play that album over and over again. I still listen to the music because I can separate music and the person. But I've heard insane stories, the kind of stories that for actually 2 years I couldn't listen to Beyonce's music because I was shook to my core. I could listen to Jay-Z, I couldn't listen to Beyonce. I was like shook. And one of them that's like, this is the lighter version of the stories, was that I used to date this producer. I'm not going to say his name, but I checked out his story. It seems legit. Before I left New York, I dated a producer very briefly. He had a crazy story. I don't want to talk too much about his story because I think it's his story to tell. But he became like extremely Buddhist. I think he used to go to that. Well, he took me also to that Buddhist temple. I didn't really vibe with it. It was kind of weird. It gave me cultish vibes. But he used to take me to that place where you like chant over and over again. Tina Turner did that. And he gave me the energy that he had been like running from something. So we met and we obviously were hanging out a lot. A very nice guy. Very, very, very nice guy. He was just, I don't know. I wasn't really into him like that. After a while, he was attractive too, but after a while, I was like, I don't want to be. Let me not get into it. Let me not get into my personal life. Why? Sometimes when I'm so picky. But anyway, so I felt like he wasn't a cult, really, that Buddhist cult. But I didn't want to judge him. I just wanted to know how he ended up in that position. So one day we were talking, and I was like, "You really are like not in a mean way. I really wanted to find out his story." And I said to him, "You're really into this Buddhist thing, and I'm just curious." He was like, "Well, for me, it really saved me." And he started to tell me stories about the music industry because I could relate. I left the music industry too, not as bad. Before I deeply got into the music industry, I saw things that I was like, I don't want to be a part of this. And one of them was that people kept pushing drugs on me. And I don't judge people. If you want to do that, that's fine. But when you try to force somebody to take stuff, that's different. Like, I would have producers tell me it would make me a better singer, a better artist if I did certain substances. And I was like, I'm not doing this. Like, I like to, well, at that time, I used to like my wines. I used to drink. I just drink wine. But I was like, other than that, I don't want to drink anything. Like, I'm good. I don't want to take anything. I'm good. So that was the red flag for me, that people kept trying to force me to take stuff. Not being paid for things, having to run after people to get things done. I was like, I'm not doing this. So one day we were sitting down. We went for dinner after a Buddhist meeting, and he started to tell me everything. I don't want to tell his business, but he was telling me that he wrote and produced a very popular song that Jay-Z had. It's actually one of my favorite songs. And he was the one who wrote it. And he was suing at that time Jay-Z. And I checked out his story, and it was all legally. Basically, I checked it out, and it was legit. He was suing him because of those reasons. And when he told me the story, he was just so traumatized. It was like he was a very generally happy person. I forgot what sun sign he was. I think he was a Gemini. But he had a very, like, easygoing disposition, you know? He wasn't a very jaded person. But when he spoke about those stories, he changed. And then I thought, okay, this is real. Then a month after that, because this was end of December, we met New Year's Eve. I remember that exactly. I remember exactly what I met. It's so funny. And then a month later, I met. So we dated for like a month. Then on my birthday, we went to karaoke with my friends, and I met Beyonce's former, backup singer. I'm not gonna say her name because I don't want to out her. But she told me stories about Beyonce too. And I was like, at the time, a huge Beyonce fan. But after that moment, I was like, how can these people I've been running away from, and I understood, it all made sense to me, why I didn't pursue music anymore. I was like, because the whole industry is like this, you know? People at the top are like this, imagine. So I feel for Nicki. I feel for Nicki. I heard of that rumor between Jay-Z, and Kathy White for years. And today confirms it for me. For me, personally. You don't have to believe it. But for me, personally, I strongly think Nicki, what the tarot's telling me, Nicki knows somebody who knew Kathy White, and she's afraid that the same thing's going to happen to her. Jay-Z basically wants to create his own Nicki Minaj by using Megan, 100%, like he did with Beyonce and Rihanna, 100%. I wonder why men do that. I don't think it's just a man thing. I think it's a control thing. The industry is like that. That's how the industry was made. That's how the industry set up. That's why I left. People ask me all the time, they're like, you can sing, why don't you? I'm like, no. I never. A lot of those people are not artists. They are slaves. They are modern day slaves. Rihanna broke free. She's the only one I respect, honestly. She's the only one and Nicki Minaj, I respect her too. Even though we have differing opinions, I still respect somebody that stands on business and gets away from these evil people. But Rihanna, I have a lot of respect for because she's chosen, even though I don't like her fiance or whoever he is to her, that's her life. But I respect that she built a business. She chose never to do music again, and she's left music, even though she probably has a 10 album contract like Cassie did. And I would tell people, speaking about Cassie, when I heard she had a 10 album deal, I've never heard of that. I got offered 2 albums, 3 albums, and it's not because you're a great singer or not. They need to see how you're going to perform. So to have a 10 album, that means you're never going to get out of it. So I can only imagine. Cassie was signed to slavery. I couldn't agree with you more. So yeah, he did. He wants it. He keeps wanting to. So let's see the future of them together. Let's see the future of them. But I find it very funny. The Emperor, King of Wands. He's going to try to stop one of her deals. She's going to get a very big, when she does this podcast, she's going to get a very good deal. He's going to try to stop it. But she's going to get it anyways. She's going to get it anyways. But he's... And that's just the story I told you. That's nothing compared to the other stories I've heard. Like, horrifying stories. I think if I told you guys, you'd be traumatized. You wouldn't believe me, number one, some of you. And the other half wouldn't. But these are personal stories that I've heard. So, yeah. This has been so fun, guys. I really appreciate you doing this. And, I really appreciate us doing this. It's almost been an hour, right? Or 45 minutes. I don't want to preach because I don't like to preach, but just give Nicki a chance. Give everyone a chance. Unless they do something bad to you personally, this outrage, online outrage, it's a waste of time, Life's too short. Something that my sister passing on taught me, life's too short to hold grudges, to be angry at people for a long time. It's to live vicariously through other people. So glad that you want life tonight. Oh, thank you so much, sweetheart. I really appreciate that. Especially about politics. It's like these people are probably friends behind closed doors, and we're out here fighting one another. So, it's not worth it. It's not worth losing friendships, losing friends over something so dumb. It's ridiculous. So, that's what I have for you guys. I do have 2 videos coming out, like I said. One on Wednesday. Today's Monday, right? Oh my gosh. I'm like, what day is it? I've been working a lot. Today's Monday, so Wednesday is coming out. Or maybe I'll premiere it actually tomorrow, because Wednesday, I think I might go live again on Thursday because I have Thursday off. And Happy New Year, everybody. If I didn't say Happy New Year to you, I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful year. It's already the 5th, cannot believe it. But I feel like this year is going to do very well. I have so much hope in this year, and I think it's going to be amazing. So I'm very, very happy. Oh, thank you, Didi. Bye to you too, sweetheart. So yeah, I'm going to end with you guys here. I'll probably be back again on Thursday. So, because I have extra time, and I'm like, why not? I love spending time with you guys. Does anybody have ideas for the live on Thursday? Brianne, I just recorded a Taylor and Travis video. You will not believe what I found out in that video. It's going to come out soon, but woo! It was intense. Let's just say that. It's very, very, very intense. I couldn't believe it. So it's coming out very soon. Oh, yay. Thank you so much, sweetheart. So does anybody have any ideas for my live on Thursday? I might do famous exes again. Oh, yay. I know you are. You're so funny. Yeah, so I might do famous exes again. We'll see. Maybe a Jay-Z one. Jay-Z, Kathy White. That would be interesting. Except Jay-Z probably be after me. I promise you, there was a time when I was like, oh my gosh, why are these people who are Rock Nation people looking at because they have Rock Nation on the IG handles. It's like, why are they all looking at my videos? It's like, Jay-Z's coming after me. I'm kidding. I feel safe in Miami. In LA, I did not feel safe at all. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I left. Really, really glad. See you Thursday. Okay, so does anybody have any ideas about the live on Thursday? Otherwise, I'll just do famous exes. But I feel like I always do famous exes. I did famous exes for like 2 years. or maybe a theme of a person. So, but anyways, if you have any ideas, let me know in the comment section. Or you can write to me personally too. You can message me. Tomorrow I will be coding the whole day, so I won't really have time to get messages. Tomorrow's Tuesday, right? Yeah, because I have an app coming up very soon. I'm gonna working on it, editing these videos too. So I can't take messages tomorrow, but on Wednesday I'll look at them. On Thursday I'll let you all know what I decided to do. So thank everybody for watching. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. Please share this too to people that you think might like it. And yeah, I love you all. Thank you again for watching.